I didn't mind the sex, but I wasn't very good at talking to them.
Where did all this come from?
The pools?
Not the bloody pools.
That was the start, one of the bloody pools. Take no publicity, Caribbean cruise. Met my Robert, he couldn't believe it. Own teeth, a few bob, and I could do shorthand.
Lovely.
He's skipped off now, of course. Rat. Look, what do you want? I'm busy. If you pause out wanting money, forget it. It's all tied up and you're way down the line.
You've got a nerve.
Have I? Are you here to tell me that she doesn't want a few bob?
Why shouldn't she? This is your child. This is the little girl you left at 11 because you couldn't be fagged looking after her. She's not going to get what she wanted then. Love, care, a mother. We're 30 years too late with that one. Money's all you've got, isn't it? And she hasn't got any, so yes, I should think she does want a few bob.
Don't call me. No one barred you from tracking her down. You earned a decent living. I've seen you in the papers meeting Prince frigging Philip. You could have helped yourself, but you're like me.
That's right. I'm like you. I never had a father. I'm assuming her father wasn't my father. I just had you. Brought up the Vera way, what could I know? Housework stinks and black bras don't show the dirt. What else? Don't be warm, don't be kind, look after number one, stuff any other bugger who does different. You made me, you stupid cow, and you ballsed up.
Did I? Did I? Would you have got out if I hadn't shoved you out? You want to be warm, you want to be kind, fine. You end up slopping gravy for 80 quid a week. You ought to be thanking me for making you hard inside, because that is what pushed you on. That is what kept you going. There are a million bloody actresses out there, aren't there? Paying her? You should be paying me.
I don't want anything.
Of course you do. But we don't all get what we want, do we? I've done my share. 2 kids in a rotten council house, nosy neighbours, useless bloody husband smoking himself to death. Ah, what does it all matter now? We're just 3 middle-aged women getting through this sod of a life.
Oh, that will be a nice one. Vera, could we have you with the Panthers?
You can have me in a hammock with an instant whip. You're paying. Would you excuse me a moment? I must have a word with the bailiffs.
The note from the fan.
But I'm a huge fan, darling.
How much have you paid her?
Only 5. Not enough to leave the country, which is what she really wants to do. You wouldn't believe how many lives she's ruined.
Wouldn't we?
So your jigsaw's shaping up very nicely, Pat. Vera's jail sentence. Your nude modelling.
Oh, come on. That was a fashion shot.
And, of course, your baby. It's very easy to trace an adoption these days, you know.
Yes, I know. He traced me. He's a trainee physiotherapist in Winnipeg. Not such a good headline for you, is it? Pat Bedford's secret baby is a Canadian.
No, they're very bad news, the old Canadians.
Still, we've plenty to send me down the tubes without him.
This is really unfair, this. What's Pat ever done? Had a father who died, had a mother who didn't know the meaning of the word because, sorry, Mum, sorry, but she was crap, but had a baby at 15, that's an accident, there's no shame, and anyway, it's fine, he's a physiotherapist thingy. Then she only goes on to become one of the biggest actresses in American television. I mean, what has she done wrong? You haven't, have you, our Pat?
You tell the networks. They're the ones who'll panic. How many patent places did Mia Farrow do after she ran off with Frank Sinatra? She had to adopt 12 Vietnamese orphans just to earn a living.
Well, I don't know how you can live with yourself.
But you're right in a way, Margaret. It is a marvellous story. Wouldn't take too much to make you almost sympathetic, Pat.
You'd do that, would you, Stella?
Well, I might. You tell me everything. Margaret tells me everything.
Me?
We got it all then, you see.
Thank you, love. Ciao.
This is Roseanne Barr with knobs on.
Oprah Winfrey.
God, I'm thick.
We've got abuse, neglect, prostitution, missing sisters, lost babies, rags to riches. We're talking 12 weeks at #1 here. Film rights.
Mini-series.
Who played Margaret?
Meryl Streep.
What about Vera, though?
You'd have to tie her down to an exclusive, otherwise she's a bit of a loose hypodermic.
Sorry to be so long. I was defrosting some kidneys.
Anyone we know?
Mum, did you ever love us?
I don't think so. I don't think I knew what love was till I bred my first Afghan.
You see, what we really need is a happy ending.
Who's next? Ella. It's me next. It's me.
I never said the job was rubbish. I love the job.
Look, I'm up to hearing the wrong. I am just one big arsehole at times. Everything in the papers were wrong. Job's here if you want it.
Well, I don't know. Can I take a week of my holiday to sort myself out?
Bella, we're out of chips.
Keep your acne on, Terminator. Have a fabulous week. You deserve it.
Jim's not around, is he?
Not turned up. That Cyrita's up in mad because she had to mop me urinals.
Jim, do you want to make it up or not?
Now, just a minute.
No conferring. If we're doing it, then we have to get a place, live together, none of this fannying about. We either go for it or it's finito.
There'll be no living together if I've anything to do with it.
You don't have anything to do with it. So button up or ship out. It's your fault they never learnt me to read and I could never get a qualification. Yes, you're on, Margaret. I've loved you since the first minute you gave me extra gravy. You've given me care and comfort and a wonderful sex life. Come here.
A sex life? You've had a sex life? Where have you had it?
On your bed.
Not on the eider down.
I beg your pardon. You can't promise to deliver them by Friday. Well, in that case, I can't promise to wear them for the Oscars, pose in them for Vogue magazine, or indeed patronise your tacky little third-rate operation on any future occasion. Good morning.
Yes.
Please. Yes, that's the heavy one. Claire, you check the bags in and I'll go to the VIP lounge with...
Right you are.
Can't believe I'm doing this.
Well, I think it's a brilliant wheeze. Jolly well done, you.
Wish Margaret would change her mind.
Would make the whole thing jollier, wouldn't it?
Oh, here.
Oh. Thank you. Safe journey.
You too. Come on. You could still come, you know. Book an extra seat for the makeup.
Nah. I know there's no doing here, but what can we do? We have to give it a go.
Just quite fancied spending some time with someone who didn't think the sun shone out of my backside.
Oh no, so it doesn't.
I'll need you to visit.
Bloody well will.